is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Watch it. 318. 630. We taking wins. 80 weapons. Watch it. Hey, 88.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 75 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in this state at Georgia. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Yellow. 55, mark, 55. Slam.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Got a man open. It's Sutton.
Here we go.
A very solid gain of 27. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Boston Scott taking it in as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart.
And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 31, Mahomes. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that?
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 48 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check 52. 26.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Check 13. Check 13.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. Big hold to the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Working from the gun, Rodgers. But this one complete to Smith. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. He's going to field this at the 4. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Hey, 57, 57.
From the 25 on second down, Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Mahomes now to throw, buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Nick Chubb, 61 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
Know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
61, Matchbox Lights. 36.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
18. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Tighten up, tighten up. Switch, switch.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there is they were able to connect. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but over the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Throw right, throw right. 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 4 yards out as they are able to cut into that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that trims the lead down to 9. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. He completes this to Sutton. That one a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Show it up. Yellow. Kill.
On first down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now Chubb. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down. Now Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
This is fielded at the 7. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Forced out to his left. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. An excellent gain, 35 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Check 55, Mike.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Yellow.
You open. You think you gonna get this? Bang, 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 bang. Tight dog.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And it's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field.
6-6. Pull it high.
Get wide. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Inside.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. The open man is Westbrook. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
18.
36. Hey.
Check 30. Check 30.
Check 3.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And again, it's Chubb. Shedding the tackle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is down to 2. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They don't go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just check it. Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Attack!
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. Got an open man, he completes it to Callaway.
Let's go.
21 yards there, a big play on 4th down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33, throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check. Crunch. Yo, go. Hey, 57. Hey, let's go. My turn.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now Scott, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. That's into the hands of Edwards. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Going for it has paid off twice already on this drive. Can they convert again on 4th down? Let's see. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal.
Check 31, check 31, 49, check 49.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Nick Chubb, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A pass there, complete to Westbrook. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Watch the slap, watch the slap.
Hey, pick 26.
Safe. Under 10. 10.
26.
The mic. Drop deep.
Rodgers going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. And he completes it to Westbrook. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
Hey, let's get in home.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looking long for Westbrook. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Watch right. I'm scared. Check 99.
Shoot. Watch the shoot. Next one.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Watch the pass. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Falcons' 42-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. He completes this to Sutton. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Let him know.
To throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time. Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Dallas, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off.
How many of y'all came to win?